Hi, FCC. Welcome and to our Leader Spotlight. Today we're talking with Kevin Anderson, and I've just loved watching Kevin over the last couple years serve in our elementary classroom with the first through fifth graders. And I think he's been a small group leader, mostly with what grade, Kevin? First graders?
First graders, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kevin comes every week to serve in that class and just gets in there and builds relationships with the kids and plays with them. And it's just great to see. So we love having you, Kevin. Kevin, would you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a father of six actually, six, counting Rachel, and I work for corrections as a mental health practitioner, working with guys who are mentally ill. So uh, I found my calling there, helping those guys, which very beneficial. It's I enjoy it a lot. So
I'm sure
um,
very, I'm sure it has its challenging days though.
it does. It does. Takes a lot of prayer, but
Yeah.
it works. Prayer works wonders even in there. So um, lovely wife Priscilla, and the two are at home are Sophie and Anna Rose, two daughters at home. So uh, basically, come back home. Coronavirus. So
Right. You got a
yeah,
little bit of extra time with them at home.
yeah, yeah. So uh,
That's great.
I come from North Dakota.
Okay.
Sometimes people can hear that North Dakota accent sometimes. So
I don't know if I've noticed it until you said North Dakota, and then I noticed it.
yeah, it comes out sometimes. I've been down here 20 years, so
Okay, good. All right, well, we've got a couple easy questions for you that we thought the kids would like. If you were going to choose a vacation, would you go to the beach or the mountain?
I would go to the mountains. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
I
some,
don't like the ocean. There's things in there, and I
yeah,
don't.
funny. So maybe the mountain, someplace where you can go fishing.
Yes, fishing or just camping. I love camping,
Oh, good.
except as I've gotten older, I prefer a cot over a
Yeah.
sleeping bag. So,
Yeah, we're not huge campers in my family, so I always think it sounds like a good idea, and then we go to try it, and I don't know, we haven't had the best camping experiences.
uh,
I love the outdoors, but I just like to have a place to go back afterwards.
yeah, yeah, it is nice. It is nice having a room to go to, but
Yeah.
I like the campfire in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and all that, and campfire at night, minus mosquitoes.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was good. All right, which do you like better, spring or fall?
fall. I have major hay fever, so springtime is always a little bit of misery for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some kids that are struggling with some allergies right now, so
Mhm.
cottonwood trees, get them.
Yeah.
What was your favorite toy when you were little?
My bicycle. My
Yeah.
bicycle. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the 60s. So our town, small town, and we could go everywhere. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that was our mode of transportation. And it was about four or five of us, and we'd ride them everywhere. So,
You spent your days on in the summer on your bike.
on the bike, well, or at the pool, but
Yeah,
you had to take the bike to the pool.
right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's great. Um, Tell me about a family tradition that you have that you love.
Um, Meals is a big one, and particularly the holiday times when all my kids are here and my grandkids, and I get to prepare food for them
Mhm.
and share time eating with them. I,
Yeah.
I, I really enjoy that. Um, so uh, I like making traditional food that I grew up with. Potato pancakes is a big one for my kids. So yeah, so I learned how to make that from my mother, and I'm sure that came down through her family as well. So
Have you taught your kids how to make them yet?
I taught my oldest son how to,
Good.
and he's posted on Facebook a couple times when he's made them. So
Good. That's
yeah, so,
awesome.
yeah,
Good. I love what you said about just being around the table and sharing those times together. So I think that's something I've realized um, over even the last few years, that whether it's with friends or family, that time that you can spend around the table is just really special. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
um, tell us about the aha moment for you when you knew that you wanted to follow Jesus.
Um, I remember as a young man, I grew up Catholic, but my grandmother on my dad's mother was Methodist, and we would go over there, and she had this picture of the Lord standing at the door, and old, it's I'm
Mhm.
sure you probably have seen it,
Yeah.
and one day she explained that to me, and it actually made sense to me what Jesus was all about. Um, the Catholic Church sometimes focuses on having to do penance, but my grandma explained it to me about Jesus dying for me, and that's all it took, and I didn't have to do that extra stuff.
All right.
And I think
Jesus captured your heart right there.
yeah, and that was my aha moment. Yeah. So
That's awesome. That's special. That it was your grandma that shared that with you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She was a special lady.
Do you have a favorite Bible verse or story or both?
Isaiah 40:31.
Mm.
Yet those who wait on the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. And that's brought me through most of my life, because
Mhm.
there's been many times I've been weary. And if I hadn't leaned on the Lord, I probably wouldn't have made it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
so the Lord is my strength.
Yeah. That's a wonderful promise that we can rest in, to know that he will be there, and when we're weary, he can be our strength.
I really have focused on that lately with all the turmoil we've had in our country with the COVID and now the unrest, and and you got to lean on God because
Yep.
He's the one.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
We can put our hope in him when, kind of sometimes things seem hopeless, but we know we can hope in him. That's good. Kevin, tell us a little bit about why you serve in FCC Kids.
Um, well, I remember when it first we Saturday mornings men's group, and Ron Palmer came in and said they need help, and he was going to volunteer. So I said, well, what the heck? So I volunteered, and I tell you, it's been the most amazing time working with the kids. And at first, I thought I was going to be working with the older ones, but the Lord put me in with the first graders, and I just love it.
Good.
Uh, yeah, they They have their times,
Yeah.
uh, but for the most part, they're wonderful kids, and I love to see them learn and
Mhm.
grow, and it's just amazing.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that Ron invited you to join him.
Yeah,
And I didn't say it before, but how many years have you been serving? Do you remember?
this would have been, I think, third year,
Okay.
so it's only a partial, and
Yeah.
I sure have missed it. I sure have.
Oh, yeah. I know it seems so crazy to not see everybody and be able to be together.
Yeah,
I never would have thought it would have been this long
yeah.
when this started. So, you kind of already maybe mentioned this a little bit, but what do you love the most about serving?
Being able to, you know, instill the idea of our Lord into young people.
Mhm.
They have to make their own choice, but I enjoy bringing the truth to them, and how how scriptures really is, and what the Lord has actually done, and it's nice, and they ask questions, and sometimes they don't get it, but we try.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. We love having you serving with our kids, Kevin. We love your big heart for them, and I can just see that when you're in the room with the kids. I can see that you love being there and that you just enjoy building those relationships with the kids. So we appreciate you, and
Thank
we're glad to have you. So
you.
hopefully we will get to see you back soon in the classrooms.
Yes, yes, I am waiting. Waiting. I'm
But
waiting to go back to church. It's
yeah,
yeah,
hopefully it will be soon.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but until then, I hope that some of the kids get to see you on here, and I'm sure they miss you. So
yeah.
we will see you soon. And everybody else, just check back in next Wednesday again at 6 o'clock for our next interview. Um, we'll see. We'll be interviewing Christina Argo. So we'll see you then. All
Listen,
right.
thank you.
Yep. Bye, Kevin.
Goodbye.